What's going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and as we speculated, we got some Star vs. Forces of Evil New York Comic-Con news. They just did a panel a couple hours ago at the time of recording this, and we're just going to kind of break down some of the more interesting tidbits. The panel was mostly focused on the Magic Book of Spells. By the way, again, if you have not gotten the Magic Book of Spells, if you're a Star fan, definitely worth it. It's 20 bucks. This is not a sponsor, by the way. I just really like the book. There's a ton of content in the book for what you're paying. Like, it's a lot of lore, and it's 100% canon. And we're going to get into why exactly you should definitely pick this up if you're a Star fan. But they did show a new clip from season 4. River, Marco, and Star, they're walking past the stage play, and River is a mess. His beard is all types of messed up. He's got a twig in it. He's a mess. And basically, this stage play is straight up roasting this man. He's roasting old man River to death. He's acting like a complete buffoon, saying stupid stuff, falling into a pie. He's a complete mess. River is pissed, but he wants to keep watching, wants to see where it goes. Star insists that they just leave. They don't need to take this. And then from the stage and rope in a very cheap costume, there's this chubby little girl that is dressed as Star and completely making fun of her, talking about how much she loves the monsters. Obviously, humans have not completely gotten over their hatred of monsters, so that's kind of a roast in itself in this context, and she's completely just acting like an idiot. Again, she does a quote-unquote narwhal blast, but she just farts into River's face. And Star is pissed. She said, that's not how a narwhal blast goes. She wants to keep seeing it. She wants to keep watching. Now Marco's the one insisting, hey, we should just go. We don't need to watch this nonsense. And then he's like, what if they do me next? And then the Star on stage says, it's time. I think I hear my best friend. And then she pulls out a pony head puppet. The Star on stage talks about how she's her only friend. And Marco is... he's dead inside after seeing that. So let's get some F's in the comments from my boy Marco. Rest in peace, Marco. It's pretty rough. That's it for the clip. There's nothing super intricate or story related for this clip, at least not as far as we know. There might be some hidden details, but Darren FC did state before the clip started that she did not want to actually say anything that might be too spoilery about the episode. So maybe something that happens beforehand is too spoilery, and that's why River's kind of a mess. Or something happens directly afterwards is too spoilery. So there are going to be stuff in that episode that's going to end up coming into play for the main storyline. But as of right now, that was just a funny little clip. They wanted to show a little bit of season 4 since we are going to be doing a little more waiting than we normally do. Because we're not getting it until next year. We still don't have a release date yet, which hurts my soul. My money's still on maybe February, March, maybe January if we're lucky, but I'm going to guess somewhere around February-ish. But during the panel, we also got some info. She actually did a talk in LA. She kind of talked about some of the stuff. She said the stuff in the book is going to come into play for season 4, but she went in a little more detail, stating that Eclipse's chapter is going to be very important. There's going to be spells in Eclipse's chapter that actually makes an appearance in season 4, and season 4 is obviously going to be very Eclipse heavy, she said, which makes sense. It ended on the Eclipse cliffhanger with Globgor and Meteora. She's starting a whole family. She's releasing Globgor from the crystal. So that makes sense that there's going to be a lot of Eclipse in season 4. No surprise there, really. But another really interesting thing is that she said that the book, the Magic Book of Spells, is kind of like a season 3.5, which is super dope. I'm really glad that I ended up reading this book now, even more so than I already was, because it seems like this season's going to come into play with the book a lot. She actually said that season 4 is a lot more fun if you've actually read the book. So there's going to be a lot of details. I'm assuming spells, maybe some references to some of the princesses in the book are going to come into play with season 4. So again, if you have not checked out the book, if you have the extra cash, again, 20 bucks seems like a lot, but it's really not. You're getting a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of detail. You can tell they put so much effort in this book. Again, not a sponsor, not a sponsor. I just really think it's a great book, and it's canon, and it's clearly going to come into play with season 4. So if you want to get more context for season 4, if you want the true experience of season 4, she said this is kind of like a season 3.5. We Kingdom Hearts out here. We Kingdom Hearts in there. So check it out. It's very interesting stuff. I'm probably going to dig through Eclipse's chapter again because it seems like there's a lot of interesting stuff in there that's going to play into season 4. So I'm going to go through her chapter again, and there are some interesting tidbits from the book that we still want to talk about in the channel. So if you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell. We're definitely going to be talking about some of those things, anything that you may have missed, or if you don't have the book, we have some details that we can talk about there. And we actually have some videos on the book as well already up on the channel, so you can check that out in the playlist at the end of the video. But that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.